What's up guys, Volt here bringing you a brand new Fast and Furious car remake. In today's remake, I'm bringing you Apollo IE, or better known as the Apollo Intensa Emozione, I think it is called. I probably butchered that really terribly. But this is the car in all its glory. It actually does look relatively close to the actual build from the actual movie, and Rockstar did a decent job on it. They changed a few things on it, and if you guys haven't noticed, I'm at the Playboy mansion, or just like the high-end mansion in GTA Online and GTA 5 in general, and luckily there is no nudity or anything here, because most of the time there is. So once we get to the Los Santos Customs, we will customize the beauty, and I will tell you how to make this very simply made car. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, we are at the Los Santos Customs right now, and I am having a war zone around me right now. It is going down. I don't know what's going on. There's like 29 people in this lobby, but I'm gonna do a little spin. The sun is kind of fading on me, so it's probably gonna be nighttime when I come outside the car meet, or the Los Santos Customs, my bad. But this is the Apollo IE. I'm not gonna try pronouncing that name again. It's extremely difficult, but I just call it the Apollo IE. A lot of people do. And the custom color I came up with is a matte with a pearlescent, so you don't have to worry about doing a custom crew color, so that's always good, and it helps you guys out a lot. This thing doesn't have too much customization, and I want to talk about the color a little bit more. The color is supposedly, what I looked up, is like a carbon fiber purple, and if you guys don't know, carbon fiber is not shiny, it's not reflectant, it's not really glossy or anything. It's more along the lines of like a matte with a pearlescent. You can see that as it gets darker and like darker shades, and then the shadows and things, you can see the purple shine through the matte color, so it's really cool. And I think the car turned out great. I mean, the only thing I would change is probably the rim color, but other than that, I'm fairly happy with how it turned out, and it's fairly quick to build too. It's buy the car, do a few customizations, and you're done. So as we always do, we're going to go with the base price starting off, and we're going to go down to the internet. We're going to go up here to the Travel and Transport website. We're going to go down to the Legendary Motorworks website, and we're going to go down, we're going to find the Overflod Tyrant, part of the SA Super Sport series, which you don't know is part of the San Andreas Super Sport series. A kind of like small series, like update. It was kind of had the races and things in it. And if you don't have, well, there's only one price for it, and it's $2,515,000. Now this car is not cheap in any way, shape, or form. The car in real life is not cheap either. It is probably, I think they said they made 10 of these, and it is insane that how big this vehicle is. It's massive. But yeah, this is the car in all its glory. Anyways, once you have your car and you have your color, meet us at Los Santos Customs. And people are just popping off where I'm at. Like, what the heck? As you can see, I'm in the dark, and you can kind of see that purple shine through. It just, yeah, it's so cool. It's actually really cool I created this. So as we pull in, the Overflod Tyrant is in the super category. It's pretty much self-explanatory, just based around the Apollo IE. It's supposed to be a super hyper car, or a hyper super car, something like that. So, as I go over in all my builds, I go over the overall look, the visual appearance, and the basic design and how it's portrayed in the movie, game, or anywhere else in general itself. Anything I don't go over is completely up to you. I just put a few staples in on my build. If you want to recreate my build, then you're more than welcome to. Take some things away from it, create your own build, you're more than welcome to as well. And without further ado, let's just get into the build. I literally cannot spin all the way around. It's so big. There's no way to, look, I'm stopping right here. There's no way to spin it. It's so big. So to start things off, we're going to go to exhaust. You want to just keep the stock exhaust. In my personal opinion, the main exhaust that's actually on the actual real life car is like a triangle exhaust. And the closest thing you could get for that, I think, is the stock exhaust. And design wise, the other ones, I mean, you could pretty much choose your own exhaust, whatever you want. There is no exact exhaust for this car. I just think the stock exhaust is pretty big and like menacing compared to the other smaller ones, and you just save money. I know it's not a lot, but hey, I try to save you guys money where I can. I go with the stock exhaust, and that is my choice. After that, move on to the hood. You just want to keep that stock. You don't want to add a carbon fiber hood. As you can see, the carbon fiber does kind of blend in with the color I chose. You see the hood, you see the difference? That's why I chose this color. It looks almost exactly like carbon fiber, except for it doesn't have like the darker like stitching or whatever, like the cross stitching it is. As you can see, like the little black lines across it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that, but it does have like the carbon fiber look to it. So that's why I went for the color. But yes, I would definitely keep the stock hood. Don't change it. It didn't have a carbon fiber hood. From there, move on to the lights. Now, headlights is completely up to you. I didn't see any lights on the car, and I don't know what is exactly on the car. If anything, I would say either the stock lights would be a good choice, or if you want to, you can go to the arena or the LS car meet and actually put on the white lights. That would be another good option. I wouldn't put xenons on personally, so either the stock lights or white lights. After that, move on to the neon kits. Neon layout's gonna be none because I don't think it would benefit having neon on. The more they got into the later movies, the less they kind of put away from like the neon, which is kind of sad. I like the neon look on certain cars and things, but you know, it kind of gave more design and emphasis on the cars and made them pop even more, in my opinion. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a person that likes cars. I'm not a car designer. I'm not a a movie producer or whatever. You just want to put none, so don't change anything on that. And neon color is going to be none because you don't have a neon layout. From there, move on to the plate. Now I went with a blue and white 3 because it is like a European style plate. This is about the closest thing I can get. Other ones kind of represent more of like a Florida or a California style plate, and the yellow and blue kind of represents more like a New York style plate, in my opinion. It's like reversed. And then yellow and black is, I honestly don't even know. So yeah, I would go with a blue and white 3. I think it's the closest thing to a European style plate. So yeah, I would go like a blue and white 3. I think it is the representation best of a European style plate. Same respray for last. We move on to the skirts. Now I went with the primary street skirt. I feel like the skirts come down past, as you can see, like the little like fin on the back by the back wheel. The skirt comes down past that and down past the wheel. So I feel like adding that on. Plus it also kind of makes it level and more equal with the front bumper. Like as you can see, the front body kit part. The rear is a little bit higher up, but that is pretty much how it is for most cars, especially a super hypercar. There's really not too much customization to this, so what little I can do to this, I will. And I really can't spin to the other side. I'm trying, guys. I really am, but I can only do this side here, so you have to deal with me on this one. But yes, I would go with the primary street skirts that goes down past that back fin on the skirts, and it kind of makes it more level with the front bumper, and I just think it fits and looks a lot more reminiscent to the actual car from the movie. After that, move on to the spoiler. I went the competition spoiler. I think it fits the best. It's all carbon, and it has like that bar that goes right down the middle. In the real life car, it does have that bar that goes and attaches to the car. It looks really cool, and the wings and like the fins and like the little parts of the end of the spoiler actually is pretty reminiscent to the actual spoiler from the real life car. The car is really unique. It looks really cool. I think the competition spoiler is a really great choice. Another one that you could probably go for is something along the lines of, I would say either like the stock spoiler or possibly even the street spoiler. I mean, you could pretty much go for anyone. I would say not the track spoiler, but any one of these 3 you could choose from. Your choice. I think this one fits the best because it has that part that attaches to the car right down the middle, and that's what was on the actual car. That's the one I chose, is the competition spoiler. From there, move on to the suspension. I didn't lower it too much. I didn't feel like it needed it. It was already pretty low to the ground as is. And I was trying to get that wheel gap just to be perfect on the back end. Front end, I don't really worry about too much. I do kind of like measure it between the front and the back, but I feel like lowering it any more than that, it just kind of looks disproportionate, I guess. So I just dropped it a little bit, lowering the springs just a little bit with a lower suspension, and I think it looks great. Now I can actually spin all the way around. That's crazy. From there, move on to the turbo. I mean, it was a V12 engine, I believe, so I would definitely add a turbo to it because you want that power. It's pretty slow if you don't add that power. Most cars are pretty slow in this game if you don't add that power. Probably be a bit more reminiscent of the actual engine that's actually in the car by adding that turbo. From there, move on to the wheels. You want to go to wheel type. You want to go down to the sport category. You want to go to the stock rims, and you want to put on the synthetic Z. Now, these I think fit the best and are more reminiscent of the actual rims from the movie and actually on the car. They have like the 5 double spoked, as you can see, like a V. It's like 5 versions of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way around. If you don't know what I mean by 5, it's like the spokes are in 5 sections, and they're in like a V shape. So there's 5 V's technically on the actual rim, and that fits really well. Also, they come all the way out to the edge of the rim. They're not deep dished, and they just look really, really close to the rims that are actually in the movie and on the car. So that's why I chose the synthetic Z's. They're my best choice. But again, rims are always up to interpretation, and your own interpretation is up to your own feeling of the car and how it looks. This is just mine, and I'm sure I'm going to get some hate down below, but hey, that's how it is. After that, we move on to the wheel color. I went with a gold. Now, I was thinking about going with a bright orange because they were really bright gold, but I feel like it's just too vibrant. It just doesn't fit, and it looks too cheesy. There's not really much shine to them. It's just really, really bright orange. Adding the gold to it, it kind of dumbs it down a bit. It gives it more of like a goldish look to it. It does add a little bit more shine, as you can see. The difference between, like, you can see the reflective on the back there on this rim here. It just kind of dumbs it down. It fits the car a bit better, I think, and it in my opinion, looks better. From there, move on to the tires. You want to go to tire design. You just want to keep them stock. Didn't have any custom tires. Kind of would expect it would, but I think it looks better without it, personally. From there, move on to the tire enhancements. You can add bulletproof tires on if you wish. Probably more realistic if you don't, but again, it is GTA Online. I understand that, and it is up to you. It's your car, your money. Build it however you wish. After that, move on to the tire smoke. It's just going to be a white tire smoke, guys. I don't think it's going to have any kind of different tire smoke. Most cars are either going to have white, or at the most, I would say black. Yeah, I would definitely go with the white tire smoke. From there, move on to the windows. You just want to go with the limo tint. It was really darked out and blacked out. I was thinking about maybe like going with like a dark smoke or something, but no, I'm just going to go all the way blacked out. I think it looks menacing. I think it looks mean, and I think it looks really good. So I would say definitely go with a limo tint. Again, I'll be providing pictures throughout the entire video as much as I can find. There's not too much on this car, but you know, the real life car is, well, I don't think it has tint on it, but I think the owner actually, like the owner and creator of the actual car that let them, you know, borrow it or use it in the movie, they put a limo tint on it, you know, really tinted those windows out, and it looks extremely menacing. So I'll definitely go with that limo tint. All right, and I'll see you guys in 2 seconds with a rolled steel primer color. All right, and we're back. As you can see, I have my car and my primer out rolled steel. Pretty much what I always do for all my builds. That way I can start off with a base and then go from there. So from now on, I'm not going to be doing just a custom crew color. I'll also be doing LSC colors as well, because I know people don't want to always add the crew or join the crew or even change the crew color of their own to get the color, or maybe don't know how. So I understand that, and I want to make it easier for everyone else. So I'm going to be doing 2 options if it has a custom crew color. If not, then I'm just going to be doing the regular LSC color and the option that I chose. In this option, I'm going to be doing just the regular LSC color. So as I said before, the color was a carbon fiber purple, and to get that, there's a few things you need to do. First, you need to do a glitch that was created, or actually, you know, is still in the game from the beginning of the game release. So what you want to do is you want to go to the matte section and apply the black matte color. This is going to kind of give you the base color of the black carbon fiber, because we do not want the metallic. We don't want that shine. As you can see, we don't want that. We want the metallic, or the metallic to go away. We want it to be more like a dull, kind of like smooth, sleek design color. And in order to get that carbon fiber look, because carbon fiber is not really shiny or all that much, you want to go with that black. So there we go. After that, we move on to the secondary color. Now this is completely up to you. Pretty much what it does is it's going to change the actual coils in the car. I went with a metallic gold just to kind of match the rims, and I just think it fits really well. I mean, most of the time you're not going to see it. It doesn't really matter. I didn't see if the car in real life actually had the coils. We don't really get a top-down version or a front version, and I don't think the coils are sticking up like that, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I just went with a gold. That's completely up to you. If you want to make it a matte black, you're more than welcome to. You know, if you want to change it to a crew color that I have, go for it. But yeah, I just went with a matte, or a metallic gold, sorry. After that, we move back to the primary color. Now, in order to do this glitch, as you can see, we have the matte black equipped. You want to go down to Pearlescent, and you want to apply, oh no, we cannot apply our Pearlescent to a matte because it's not metallic, or a crew spray. How do we fix this? Well, in order to do this, if you guys don't know how to do the matte Pearlescent glitch, it's very, very simple. Once you have your matte color equipped, all you do is go down to metallic. Now, you do not purchase or spend any money in here. That is a waste of time, and it doesn't do anything. All you do is either scroll down like I'm doing for a good 5 to 10 seconds, or you can just do what I mostly do is I go into the metallic section and I just sit on the black for about 5 to 10 seconds. So I will do this all over again just to show you guys from start to finish. I will actually go back to my rolled steel. I will be spending money like crazy, but you know what? It's okay. I want to teach you guys how to do this if you're confused. So again, go to matte, apply the black matte color. After that, we go down to the metallic, and I click on it, and I just sit on here for about 5 to 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back out, all the way. Then you want to find something cheap. I usually go to the plates, and I apply one of my custom plates that's free, and then I switch it back. If you don't have that, I would apply one of these cheap options here, and then go back. Then what you want to do is go back to respray, go back to your primary color, go down to pearlescence, and long and behold, you can actually add a pearlescent to the matte color, which makes it enhanced and looks so cool. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. Some people think it's a mod, but it's actually not. It's been in the game since release, and we're going to take full advantage of that for this color. So for the color that you want to get, it's, like I said, a purple carbon fiber. So in order to get purple, you're probably thinking, oh, like a midnight purple. I was thinking that myself, but as you can see, it's more of like a blue, which is very strange. And the sad part is, if you go up here to the midnight blue, it looks more purple. I don't understand it, but that is how it is. It also worked the same way for the pure black custom crew color. But what you want to add is not a midnight purple, but one above it, the Spinnaker purple. It's going to be 10 grand for that. The color is not really too cheap, but I mean, for how much customization you've done in this car, it should be fairly cheap because you've saved a lot of money in the long run. So once you have the Pearlescent equipped, then you're pretty much done. As you can see, you still have that carbon fiber dark black matte color on there, but then you have that nice Spinnaker purple Pearlescent, giving that illusion or that kind of look of like a purple carbon fiber. And like I said before, you're like, well, how do you know it looks like carbon fiber? Go back to the hood. As you can see, here is the stock color and the normal color in the light, and as you have the purple on there. Then if you go to the carbon fiber, it changes right to it, and as you see, the black right there on the left side looks exactly like the carbon fiber, exactly the same. It's just when you go to the stock, it has that Pearlescent on it. When you don't, when you add that hood, it's pretty much the same thing. But this is what I think looks best and what I think works the best. And like I said, the car overall is 2.5 million. You're going to be spending, if you're doing performance wise, probably an extra 150 to 200,000. Customization wise, you might be spending upwards of 50,000, maybe a little bit less. It really depends. But again, like I said, for the matte Pearlescent glitch, if you do not have a custom plate like I do, best option is to just do a really cheap option, and that is always change the plate if you can, because it's only like a couple $100. Then all you do is go back to respray, go back to Pearlescents, and do that. If you want to always test this out yourself and you want to play with the matte colors and Pearlescents, you can, and I will actually prove this real quick. You can actually go outside, drive around a little bit, okay, drive around, drive right back in. Say you damage it up, you can repair it. This might not always work, but most of the time it does. So if it's damaged, you can repair it. Then you just go back down to respray. You're like, well, I don't like this Pearlescent. You go back down to Pearlescent. It'll still give you the option to change it. Now, if you close the application or leave the lobby or whatever, you'll have to do the matte Pearlescent glitch again. But again, it's not hard to do. It just takes a little bit of time. I mean, literally like 10 seconds or so to do it, and it's really worth it, I think. Especially to get this really cool color on there, that, you know, carbon fiber purple. I think it looks great. You guys can let me know down in the comment section down below what you think about it, and if you have a better option, let me know. Maybe I'll try it out, and if it works better, top pin comment, guys. That's all I gotta say. Top pin comment. And that is it. That is how you recreate the Apollo IE from Fast 9. I think it turned out really nice. Like I said, it's very simplistic, very easy build, very quick car to do. We're gonna go outside. It looks like it's starting to get the sun come up, so that's good. As you can see, I'm doing a little spin real quick. You can see that Pearlescent kind of like shine through. A little bit of blue here and there, but I mean, the purple and the blue, in certain like screenshots and things, I see the blue, like a lighter blue shine through. I'm gonna do a little spin real quick. Yeah, it's like, it looks really great. And it looks really clean too. So alright, we're going to go for a little bit of a drive. And yes guys, I am in a public session. I'm always in a public session when I do my videos, most of the time, and streams. I barely ever do it in Miami, because they're more entertaining if I'm in a public session. But I mean, I thought this would be a quick little interesting video to do. I've had this car built for a while now. The color wise, I was still playing with, and I thought I would kind of crack at it again, do a little bit more like digging on the color and everything, and this is what I came up with. And I found out that it was a carbon fiber purple. Never knew you could actually mix color with the carbon fiber, but that's really cool that you can. And this matte Pearlescent glitch, I mean, it literally makes the car look purple in certain lighting. It gives that little nice little shine to it. It just looks really cool. And it just adds the emphasis of like the purple to the carbon fiber. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be where I'm going to be wrapping up the video. So as always, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down in the comment section down below for what build you want me to do next. And I will definitely get back to you whether I can do it or not. I always love responding to you guys, talking to you guys, interacting with you guys, because you guys are the life and the family of this channel. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for all the love and support, and I'll catch you guys later. I'm out. Peace.